UI volume. Pulled. Mono. Why should be pulled? Should be mono. What else should we add to the UI? Master volume. How should we make the master volume? Let's think about it. So the output. And I believe there should be a fader before the output. This is for toggle. Okay. 0 or 1. Then we have a fader volume. we have 3 boxes. I'm gonna make some coffee also. I feel the need of coffee. Hey guys, I came back. Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to implement something new. Something absolutely brilliant. We have four entrances. So I need another one here. Okay, so this is those are all wait. These are all faders. Okay. For toggle. This will be master. This will be sound effects. This will be let's see. Ambient. Music and UI. I think we got them all. Right? I believe in that. Try to believe in that. Okay, and for sound effects, we need another fader. All of them need. They all need another fader. Okay. Now, achievement. Okay, and after the fader volume, in sound effects, we need some fader volume. Okay, so the fader volume will get all the input, and here effects for low health, etc. I know what I mean. I know what I want to say about. I mean, it's like effects when you are low health, when you are fighting. Maybe low health. When you are low health, this should be different. This schematic here. Okay. And now that we have everything, let's see. Here we should have the listener. Oh, wait. Fader volume. I think we'll also need a compressor. Fader toggle. After you increase the volume or before increasing the volume? I think here we should have a compressor after the volume. A compressor and a limiter. Yeah, we should do that. Before the volume increase or after the volume increase? This is my question now. I'm not sure if before or after. You should get rid of this. Okay. Fader volume. Okay. So probably it should be before. So we apply a compressor. Okay. Then we go into a limiter. Wait. We'll need 3 cells. One will be compressor. limiter, wait, no, wait, the first should be frequency cleanup, clean, then compressor, and after the compressor we put the limiter. Of course, this is what we need. And this block should be called normalizer. Okay. And then we'll add another block for effects. Okay. More effects. So everything goes in here. It goes in the effects into the normalizer, and the normalizer into fader volume. Okay. Okay. I think this should work. Right? It should probably work. with the volume. So here will be the listener, right? Okay. We have the listener. And the emitter. Okay. For the ambient, we should have a player, I believe, right? Audio player. A player. Okay. I think we also need the problem now is that the sound effects are okay, kind of, right? I believe they are okay. They come from the emitter and everything should be okay. But the ambient, I think I would like to have an extra layer here for the ambient. Like multiple ambients playing simultaneously. I can okay. uh, so we can have multiple players, but before them I think we need another fader in, out. Okay. And the player. Okay, we got the player also. Okay, and I think we should have like multiple of the same thing. Like this should be a collection or some sort. Keeping. This should slowly go from 0 to 1. The fader. Okay. Now for the music. Think we should have something similar to the ambient. With a fader. Again. For in out. A player. And that's it. There should be multiple of them. And for the UI, we should have a bunch of players. Then we should make the API for this sound manager. And that should be it. Right? I believe right. read a post on Instagram that was extremely true. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Starter character scripts. Starter player script. Battle quest. Sound manager. Sound manager service. I have really no idea. Let's name it sound manager service. And now let's name this shared save. Okay. Astro Aquatico. Okay. Sound manager service. Let's go back to this. What we need to achieve in order to. I'd love to have a local table equals bam, and put the locals in the local table, like local master output. This is my private variable. Master audio output, right? And this should be installed that new audio device output, right? I hope it is. Audio device output. Yeah, that's it, bro. Master audio device output. Okay. And we should parent this to nothing yet. So nothing yet to the audio device output. After the audio device output, we should create another local. What else do we need? Master fader, right? Wait, do you see a repetition here? We have fader volume output, fader toggle, fader volume. Okay, so master output, fader toggle, fader volume. Let's get the main things of each. So we have fader toggle, fader volume. Okay, let's create a type. How should I name this? Volume settings equals. So what a volume settings should have? Toggle, which is a volume audio fader. Toggler. How do you spell toggler? Toggler. Toggler. Volume pipe. And this should be the volume. Okay, right? Toggler, and that should be the volume. Audio fader, volume pipe, toggler, and volume. And we need the wires. Let's say wire connection from, okay, out wire in, wait, fader volume, okay, in wire. Okay, volume pipe, type. What else do we need? A normalizer. Pipe. Normalizer pipe. Volume pipe, normalizer pipe. So we need an in and out wire. And for the normalizer we need a limiter. Audio limiter. Okay, we need a audio compressor. Okay, let's go here and here and go to the forum because I already forgot how the what's this earned anniversary audio gate, right? Audio gate Roblox docs. Audio analyzer. Text more wires. Okay, channel mixer splitter chorus. Okay, compressor device input. Audio device input. Probably this is the mic. Audio distortion, audio echo, emitter, equalizer. Audio fader, filter. Okay. So equalizer, if I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. Okay, come back. Let's see what's up with this. Adobe is trying to kill my indie game. Why? Bro, this is clickbait. I can recognize the clickbait. Roblox audio filter.
So Roblox's audio API came out of beta, and it has a bunch of new features, including an audio interface editor, different filter types, as well as improvements to the overall system that also make it easier to use. But as usual, I leave a like to subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. So here is the forum post saying that Roblox's audio API exits beta, and it also says that enhanced sound controls are now available, where the first paragraphs are saying that this is no longer going to be in the beta features window, and the improvements of the audio API focus on improving natural audio simulation in your experience, including audio occlusion and diffraction, environment-based reverb, directional attenuation for emitter and listener, and an intuitive visual audio compressor editing. And here there are noted the concerns of usability, because it was kind of hard to use and basically set up, and they previously announced the role of curve editor for normal audio emitters, and now they have some like a volume property for the audio player and the audio device input. So you won't need to use the extra audio fader anymore to change the volume of audio. And then is now a new spectrum enable property for the audio analyzer, allowing you to disable frequency analysis to improve performance if you only need a volume. Metering. And then there is a new audio filter instance, which is a lightweight frequency adjustment effect with one customizable band with multiple filter shapes. So what we are seeing right here on screen, this is the properties of the audio filter and the new audio filter editor. And if you don't know what this graph is, this is basically the volume level on the left in decibels, and this right here on the bottom is the frequency of the audio. And there is a low pass set to 24 decibels, set on the frequency of 400, so on this line right here, with the Q property value set to 1.5. And I'm not exactly familiar with what the Q means in this case, so I'm just going to explain the rest. And what this filter does is that any part of an audio that's running on more than 400 frequency is basically just going to decrease in volume, and sounds above 1000 frequency are going to be just fully muted. But continuing, you might notice that combining multiple audio filters can achieve similar effects to the existing audio equalizer, where the audio equalizer provides 3 filter bands of a preset shape. An audio filter provides just one band with a customizable filter type. And if I just go to the filter types, right here, these are all of the filter types that we can set to the audio filter instance. You have all these stuff like the peak, low shelf, high shelf, then different passes, then band pass, and then notch. And everything is basically just explained right here, so I can pause the video if you want. And then the Q, this is actually the quality values to determine the slope of resonance of the curve represented by the filter. So for the filter type, the values of low pass 12 decibels and a high pass 12 decibels, a Q value of a square root of 2 divided by 2, or basically just 0.707, correspond to a flat filter at 12 decibels octave slope. And don't worry, if you didn't understand anything from this, me neither. And all of that lets you just cover several common filter shapes by combining audio filters in a various ways, where you can shape your audio exactly how you want. And this just talks a bit more about the interface and how you can basically just drag and move a band around, which also allows for different manipulation of frequency, gain, and resonance, which is the Q. And I actually need to refresh my page for these videos to load. And never mind, I actually have to use a different browser. But anyways, these videos are basically just going to present how easy it is to use the audio filter editor. So that was the video number 1, but I have also added this editor to the audio equalizer.
E vrea pentru cei autorizați la peste 1500 de jocuri. Fiecare rotire are șanse egale de câștig la casino.
Whoa, what's up? I just put the button up in base 44. You just put them up.
Impossible. You can't. Oops, interesting. Can you generate reports?
And lastly, they re-enabled the audio analyzer get spectrum method for all of the audio sources except the audio device input. And they are also exploring related features, or functionalities rather, including performance and secure voice commands. And also special text systems that will unlock new possibilities for voice-enabled experiences. And in my opinion, this is going to be really nice, and it will allow developers to make really interesting systems and games that are going to use voice chat. And here are some special things. So that's it, the forum post, and let me just go into Roblox right now. But before I do that, I just need to advertise my Patreon, where for just $5, you are going to be able to get access to exclusive content, including places from my videos. And there is also going to be different stuff that I share with my free members too. But anyways, right now I just need to wait for Roblox Studio to update. And I am in my voice API test place, which I use in a few of my videos, where this place is also available on my Patreon too. But basically there is the audio API setup, these different walkie-talkies, and an intercom system. So let's actually see how we can use the audio API with a basic setup. And this setup just consists of the audio player, then a script that just plays the audio, as well as the audio emitter with a connected wire. So if I do a playtest, you can see that this is just going to play this sound. So I can, for example, just add one of the instances, which is going to be the audio equalizer, and then just connect it with a different wire. So this is just going to be the equalizer to emitter, and this is just going to be the player to equalizer. So I just need to connect these wires properly. So the player to equalizer has the audio player as the source instance, and the target instance is going to be the audio equalizer. And then the equalizer to emitter is going to go from the audio equalizer to the audio emitter. So if I do a playtest, everything should be working fine. And well, it is. So let's see the different properties of the audio equalizer. So normally we just have the bypass, the high gain, low gain, mid gain, and the mid range. But now there is a state editing tab with the editor property that if we press, it's just going to open this window right here. And how we can edit it is simply by just dragging these passes around. So I'm just going to leave it as this, and then just do a playtest. And now this audio is going to sound a little bit weird, so I just need to change the editor manually. And I'm just going to move these around. So that's for the new audio equalizer changes and how to basically use it. And then just add the audio filter instance as well. And I'm really quickly just going to reset everything from the audio equalizer back to the original position. And then just add another wire, change the equalizer to emitter to equalizer, then filter. And then this wire is going to be the filter to emitter. And again to change the target instance and set everything for the filter to emitter as well. And let's see the properties of the audio filter. So this is the default menu after we open it. We have all of the previously mentioned filters from the filter type as well as the release value. So if I just move the peak, it's going to add a simple path right here that we can simply edit. So let us actually see this in action. And that might be a little bit loud because I can't even hear myself. Okay, that's a little bit better. But you can see what's going to happen if I basically just drag this notch right up here. So I hope that there is going to be a way to actually prevent this. Oh, what the hell is this? I can basically just make a lot of different sounds with this. But anyways, let's see the low shelf. So the low shelf is basically just going to increase the audio the further it is on the frequency scale, or we can even increase it. And then the high shelf is basically just going to be the reverse. And there is also these different passes. So that was the 12 decibels, this is the 24, as well as the 48. And there is also the band pass, and the notch right here on the end. But I guess the peak is just going to be more universal, and I am already making like the audio distortion effects. But yeah, that's basically going to be everything for today. So if I didn't overview everything from the update, but I already have the time, and I am already recording this late at night.
Mm. This is audio gate, limiter, pitch shifter, player recorder, reverb. Okay. Okay, what is for optimal? Okay. Okay. The video games ranges are improved for gameplay. Particularly, you need a get like with for example, treble range. Well, for game. Okay, that's some. Explore the role of frequency in game audio, understanding how sound shapes player experience and impact engagement through various audio elements. Optimize immersion by harnessing the precise manipulation of sound wave properly. Frequencies ranging from 20 Hz to 20K encompass human hearing, with 1 kHz being critical for clarity in dialogues and sound cues. Oh, I forgot about dialogues. So we need to add dialogues. Also, where do we add dialogue in our game? This will be dialogue. Okay. We will have volume as well. What should we add to the dialogue? We need a way to play the dialogue, right? The dialogue should be stereo. Okay. Dialogue. Okay. Dialogue. Maybe we should say something like narrator. Dialogue volume. Okay. Dialogue volume. Boost 1 kHz freak. multiple pulled as well, maybe, why not? Or not, no, we don't need pull for dialogue. Or we need, let's see, pulled. Okay. Lower. The other 1 kilohertz during dialogue. I think this should be okay. Dialogue volume, okay. And it should be stereo, right? The music is stereo, ambient is stereo, dialogue is stereo. The sound effects are mono, the UI mono. Let's add voice chat also. Voice chat. Same boost. 1 kilohertz. Freak. Wait. Okay, I want to boost the 1 kilohertz frequency. Lower the rest. Noise gate. Oh, compressor, limiter, EQ, and maybe more. And here, oh, we should type with red. Wait, voice chat. Okay. And also we should say something like SVX voice chat. Volume. Okay, let's equals sound effects, voice chat volume. Okay. Let's watch a different video. Ensure the background sound lie below to prevent auditory masking, which will enhance playing without overwhelming the primary audio signal. To create depth, studies show that multi-layered soundscapes can increase user engagement by up to 30%. Psychoacoustic principles allows for spatial audio placement. Provide authentic, for instance, employing minimal elevating the sense of presence within the virtual setting. Research indicates that different low frequencies instill feeling of tension tend to provoke excitement. Decoding frequencies, the basic and beyond. Aim for a mix of low, mid, and high ranges in your audio project. Low frequency at depth, mid drive clarity, while details. Consider employing a cut around can hear it in voice recordings. Industry research indicates that effective sound design can increase player. Okay, I'm gonna save this in the resources. Where is the resources? Where are the resources? Okay. Psychoacoustic pattern suggests that frequency between of clarity and presence, and using this as a special dimension of your mixes. Consider it an binaural placement technique. Be careful. Can influence player perception by mimicking real-world acoustics. This has been shown to improve the sense of immersion in virtual environments. Leveraging sound design tools like Foley can enrich. Psychoacoustic principles suggest that frequencies between 5 kHz and 15 kHz okay. Leverage sound design tools like Foley, employing a ratio of that quieter sounds are animal without overwhelming the other ones. During balance to optimize soundscapes, regular testing related to how well your translator can bend from ratio. Medium low and level to balance medium high. Thirds for energy distribution to like spectrum. What is frequency and how it is measured. Pitch is perceived as a frequency of sound measured in hertz. Standard tuning. Okay, when frequency is known, the perceived. Okay, that's one picture. Very sharply between them. Ensuring the higher frequencies above, which can guarantee impact the player's mark and game energy. tennék. Dobfrégaci, még nem időzem. Par, parte, par. Okay, engagement. Through carefully crafted soundscapes, addition is implements on sound. Finders, perception of quieter on nearby. C1. Affecting the clarity of important auditory cues. Bass, low mids, upper mids, treble. Okay. Sub bass. What's sub bass? Subsonic. Okay. Use spectrum to visualize, implement half frequency effects on. Okay. Black. This article is pretty good actually. I'm wondering if it's made with AI or not. I hope it's not, but I think it's very good. Even if it's made with AI or not. Yeah, I don't think it's made with AI. It's too good to be made with AI. Okay, now that we learned something, let's play some league. I'm gonna play one game, then I'm gonna come back. So I'm gonna stop the kick. I'm gonna